Number 10. Homo luzonensis. An international multidisciplinary team, involving France's National Museum of Natural History, the CNRS and the PESA Laboratory, has discovered a new species of hominin, Homo luzonensis contemporaneous with Homo sapiens, at excavations in Calao Cave, located on the island of Luzon in the northern Philippines. Their remains, teeth and phalanges, are known only from Calao Cave in the northern part of the island dating to before 50,000 years ago. Number 9. The Laguna Copperplate Inscription. The Laguna Copperplate Inscription is an official document, more precisely an acquittance, inscribed in the Shaka year 822 Gregorian AD 900. It is the earliest known calendar-dated document used within the Philippine Islands. The plate was found in 1989 by a laborer near the mouth of the Lumpang River in Wawa, Lumban, Laguna in the Philippines. The inscription was written in Old Malay using the Kawi script with Sanskrit and Old Javanese influences. After it was found, the text was first translated in 1991 by Antoon Postma, a Dutch anthropologist and Hanuno script researcher. Number 8. The Bolinao Skull. The Bolinao Skull is an archaeological discovery excavated at the Balingasa Archaeological Site in Bolinao, Pangasinan in the Philippines. The Bolinao Skull is considered to be a one-of-a-kind find due to its gold dental decorations that resemble fish scales. This human skull find paved the way for further study of ornamental, burial, and trade practices by the people of the Philippines, particularly during the pre-Spanish period. Number 7. The Manananggal Jar. The Manananggal Jar was only one of several stunning artifacts discovered in Chambra, Manananggal Cave in Lapun Point, Palawan by a group of archaeologists who investigated the site from 1962 to 1965. In addition to burial jars, they also recovered human remains covered in red paint and adorned with bracelets made of jade, shells, and stone beads, measuring 66.5 x 51.5 cms. The Manananggal jar is actually a secondary burial jar used to store the bones of someone who was previously buried. The lid features a spirit boat or ship of the dead, carrying two souls on a journey to the afterlife. Number 6. Oton Death Mask. The gold death mask of Oton, another national cultural treasure, was discovered in the 1960s by Alfredo Evangelista and F. Landa Jokin. It consists of a gold nose disc and eye mask, both of which were found in a gravesite in San Antonio, Oton, Iloilo. The gold mask, dating from the late 14th to the early 15th century AD, is the first of its kind recovered in the Philippines. It was part of ancient burial practice, with the gold mask serving as an amulet against evil spirits. The death mask was made by cutting out two pieces of thin gold sheets. The pieces would then be placed on a soft surface, after which the craftsman would use a pointed tool to press the intricate design from behind. The practice of using a gold mask to cover the face of the dead was brought to the Philippines by the southern Chinese. Around that time, Oton was a center of the trade route, so it didn't take long before a limited group of Filipinos started to adopt the custom. Number 5. Mitam Anthropomorphic Burial Jar. In 1991, archaeologists from the National Museum excavated several clay burial jars in Ayub Cave, Sarangani Province. These Middle-Age K5 BC to 225 AD jars depict human beings and feature three types of heads: plain, with perforations, and with red hematite and black organic matter paints. The Mitam anthropomorphic burial jars also show different types of facial expressions, setting them apart from any funeral pottery, including Palawan's Manananggal jar, previously recovered in the Philippines. Number 4. The Death Blanket of Banten, Romblon. The Banten burial cloth, another national cultural treasure, is actually just a piece of the blanket used by Filipinos in the 13th to 14th centuries to wrap a corpse. It was found in the 1960s inside the Gayangan Cave in Banten, Romblon, along with other artifacts such as Ming period blue and white ceramics. Number 3. The 700,000-year-old rhino hunting tools. During an archaeological excavation in the Kalinga province in 2014, researchers uncovered the fossil remains of a rhinoceros dated to be around 700,000 years old. Moreover, they also uncovered over 57 stone tools along with the rhino fossils. Upon observing various tool marks on the bones, the researchers came to the conclusion that the stone tools were used to hunt and butcher the animal for its meat. This discovery suggests that modern humans might have occupied the Philippine Islands much earlier, nearly 600,000 years earlier than previously thought. Consequently, this makes the Kalinga province the oldest site in the Philippines for human occupation. Number 2. The Angano petroglyphs. The Angano petroglyphs refer to over 120 engraved figures on a rock wall in Angano, Rizal. The petroglyphs cover the majority of the rock wall, which measures around 63 meters wide and 5 meters tall. The rock wall is believed to be part of a makeshift rock shelter that was used by people in the past. Besides the wall carvings, fragmented earthenware and stone tools were also found. Dating of the artifacts suggested that the rock shelter was used during the Neolithic age around 2500 BC, making the Angano petroglyphs the oldest known work of art in the Philippines to date. Number 1. The Golden Tara of Agusan. This golden figurine of a female deity is the first image identified to be of Indian origin. In 1917, it was accidentally discovered by a Manobo woman on the banks of the Wawa River in Agusan, Mindanao after heavy rain. Shortly after that, Philippines pioneer prehistorian H. Otley Bear declared it as the most spectacular find yet made in Philippine archaeology.